Eli
Do it
continued,
for you.
but we can't help feeling a little skeptical at the idea of not
Sorry,
using
my other video
restraints or
got
pain.
out because
Ever.
I had to
But
do
you are
some
right.
dishes. So this one's
It's
the one
not
I'm
about
actually
the
gonna
power
be
we
doing
hold,
recording.
but the
See you
power
in a
a
second.
sub offers
Bye.
us. His long arms around
Do
my
it
body
for
and
you.
nuzzled my neck. His very touch brought me peace. How could I think he would also bring pain? He pulled back suddenly.
What's wrong?
I stiffened in his arms. You all give our insensitive conversation.
I got these
A
ones.
snarl cut off Eli's
Got
apology,
these backpacks.
and I couldn't help the small giggle that
all
escaped.
these pickaxes.
Miles's disgust for his brother's
all of
politeness was obvious.
these.
No matter how freaked out I was, these men truly acted as if they were just
I'm gonna change back to
oversized
my
boys.
favorite, actually.
You're laughing. Eric lifted my
Okay.
chin. He took a deep breath, and I saw the ring of scarlet red appear around his blue irises. Hunger, desire, need. They all swirled in his gaze, making it even easier to forget what I knew and pretend I was still in heaven with a man who adored me and would never hurt me. But
Meow.
and there was no
I'm
heaven for
sad
me,
that this happened.
no matter how
Like,
badly I
yeah.
wanted it. And I did want it. The wetness between my thighs validated my desires.
There will be time for us to play later, Shai. I
Ba-ba-da-bow-bow.
promise. First, cool it. You missed your evening meal. I don't want you feeling weak.
Especially since you are feeling hungry, I threw back, trying to mask
sorry,
my
guys, my
anxiety.
webcam died a second ago.
I knew he could probably still smell
Well?
it, but I could at least try to hide it. He flashed a wicked grin, making my insides melt and the self-cleaning
I can have
panties
webcam,
work
sorry.
overtime. I was crazy about him, but scared out of my mind.
Let me do
He
it
took
for
my
you.
hand and led me down the stairs.
You can both leave now.
He said as we stepped off the last stair.
I think she's heard quite enough.
Eli stepped forward first. We were...
Do it for you.
He paused, licking his lips and giving me a once-over that would have made the boldest whore blush. I pulled the robe tighter.
Leaving.
He snapped his jaw shut, grabbed his brother by the shoulder, and hauled them both toward the door. Miles grumbled until the door shut behind them, and I turned, glancing up at Eric.
Okay, so I'm gonna bang
His
right
eyes were
here,
darker, and the red ring around the irises was bright.
Because it has a
Was
nice,
he okay?
two nice guns.
Yes. That was just Eli making a smart choice.
Eric chuckled. No, let's get you something to eat before I strip you right here where you
I feel like there's
stand.
another thing.
His smile faded and he cocked his head to the side.
Something is still bothering you. How much did you hear at the top of the stairs?
Enough to know that you probably want to use that bag of stuff up in your closet on me. There. I just thrown it out into the open. Until seeing that bag, I thought Eric had been honest with me. I wanted that back. I wanted him to tell me it was a mistake, that he hadn't used that stuff in years and didn't care if he ever did again. A snarl tore from his throat and his fangs descended, frustration evident. Then he sighed and sank down onto the couch, letting his head rest in his hands. He stayed like that for several minutes, and I just stood, waiting. Regret surged through me. I just ruined the best thing I'd had going for me. I wanted him. I was pretty sure I loved him, but I was terrified of what he might want from me. Being beaten in the name of affection wasn't something I could go through again. He would end it before he would hurt me. I knew it in my heart.
Die.
All that was left was to say goodbye. I'm sure Calliope or Rose can find...
That makes it just a lot easier too.
No need to breathe air. Okay, guys, anyways. Try to give me a couple more tactics, because this is best. Because I'm always in a bush. Do it for you. I'm turning off my webcam. Ah. Let me do it for you. Curly. Letting me do it for you. This is where I left off last time. some extra gold without even trying. Ooh. Let me do it for you. I don't care. I don't listen to the sign. What sign? I don't know what sign I'm talking about. Gucci. I made you look. I made it look. You look like Gucci. Oh, Gucci. Oh. Nope, not a hiding spot area. Heart. Not what I'm looking for is what I mean. Come on, let's go. We gotta catch the bus. Protect me. Yes! Perfect. I got some free money. I'm not really good with bows, but I'm good at parkour. These are one of these kinds of storms, so please tell me this is manageable. This is a teleporter, yes. Oh, I'm in the storm. Well, I'm not going to be in here for long. Now you see what I mean?
I wanted him. I was pretty sure I loved him.
This was worth it.
I was terrified of what he might want from me. Being beaten in the name of affection wasn't something I could go through again. He would end it before he would hurt me. I knew it in my heart. All that was left was to say goodbye. I'm sure Calliope or Rose can find me somewhere else in town to stay. Another snarl came from his chest. His blue eyes flashed completely red, power radiating from him like heat from a furnace. No, you're mine! Instead of being scared, like I should have been, I recognized his outburst as raw pain. The agony in his voice over the thought of losing me pulled at my heart. I wanted to be his. I liked belonging to him. I wanted him to strip me naked right there and take me. I wanted to forget about everything else and just be with him. But I couldn't. I can't be yours if that bag is what you want.
I don't care about the fucking bag, Bailey. Didn't you hear me tell Miles that? I want you, no matter what.
But he said you're a dom. Doesn't that mean...
It means a lot of things. Things you don't understand. Things that your ex didn't understand. He was an abusive asshole who used objects to hurt you.
Those things are what hurt me.
No, he hurt you. The whip didn't get up of its own accord and...
You guys being immobile sucks. Because really. I'm gonna heal up real quick. Don't you dare. Let me do there. Why were you in the storm?
Seeing that your ex didn't understand. He was an abusive asshole who used objects to hurt you.
Those things are what hurt me.
No, he hurt you. The whip didn't get up of its own accord and hit you. He hit you.
I don't want to like those things, Eric. I don't ever want to see or feel whips or cuffs again. The thought of them makes my skin crawl and my stomach heave. It's bad enough there's a club literally down the street, run by your friends. This conversation was going somewhere I'd been afraid to go with him since I found out about the club inside the castle. Found out he was friends with the two men who ran it. You'll miss it if you settle for me,
Bailey,
he answered.
I'm not settling. If I never do another scene, it won't matter as long as you are happy. But
here it was, the catch.
I will be very honest with you. I want to work through some play scenes to help eliminate your anxiety. You shouldn't fear objects. It is only the people behind the objects that hold the true power.
A tear rolled down my cheek. Why was he asking me this? I just said I couldn't do it.
Samina mina waka waka samina mina.
Yes, but he grabbed my hand and tugged me to his lap.
No pain, Shade. Not even the slightest pinch unless you ask me for it. I give you my word.
Then what was the point? Isn't that what the kink was about? Pain? Taking pleasure in hurting the person you had power over? But I don't get it. What could we do that wouldn't hurt? Everything Kevin ever did hurt. A lot. I had the scars and healed broken bones to prove it. Eric's arms gently squeezed me tighter and he kissed the top of my head again.
I'll kill him, Shade. When I see him, I'll rip out his heart while it still beats and feed it to him.
I didn't consider myself a mean person, or cruel and vengeful, but the picture Eric had just painted filled me with a strange sense of calm. I wanted Kevin dead. I'd wanted it the second I decided to leave that bus station with Eric. It was the only way my torture would end. The only way I could move forward from the horrors of my past and have any kind of future. He was right. I shouldn't have to live in fear of objects. When he spelled it out that way, I could see it for the crazy it was.